Hello everybody, this is a Lamley unboxing. Kajillion boxes, all from Tomica Limited Vintage, all sent to me in the last couple of months by Japan Booster. We're going to be going through all of these. You're going to love seeing these. I think there's going to be a lot of interest in well, we'll just get to it. I'm going to actually clear out the studio a little bit. We're in the studio space today because we want some close-ups of these cars. I think this will be really fun. I'm trying to do more Tomica Limited Vintage content. I think you're going to see something pretty massive bus-related soon from me, which I'm excited to do. I will tell you while I'm doing this is to go down below. By the way, look, half glove, half not. What are we going to do? Mixing it up a little bit. Go down below to the link to Japan Booster, because if you're watching this about the time I'm releasing this video, Japan Booster is doing their biggest sale, their biggest non-Thanksgiving Black Friday sale they've ever done. I was actually planning to do this video, and I got an email from Japan Booster who sent all this over and said, "Hey, let your folks know." And I was like, "Ah, perfect timing. I'm actually working on a video that they're doing their biggest sale." This is a good deal because with Japan Booster, the shipping is fantastic. You can combine shipping. I always suggest go in with a friend and you know, pick out the models you want and have it shipped at once, because you can take advantage of the free shipping based on certain minimal costs, and it's pretty awesome. I like to do the white glove treatment on these videos, but then I was like, but they're going to be really hard to open if I don't have one hand at least that can do this. So we're going to see how this works with one glove presenting. So here, there's your. Looks like they've got some. Oh, they're even putting some of it in English now. That's kind of cool. Flexible, beware forcing it. Please handle with care to avoid any damage. These are fragile models, yes, but they are also. Here, I'll just put this like this. But they also, you know, they're well built. So they roll well and everything else. It's just like, there's no brand focus on realism and accuracy more than Tomica Limited Vintage. All right, let's just pull this out and get it on the turntable. So they've been doing some more of these like function type models. And maybe I should have switched the other glove. But yeah, so it's, I could even, there we go. Rolls quite smooth, but then of course we don't want to force it, but you can pull out these rocks. I'll pull out one of them here. Move this out here. And set it up to, there you go. There you go, look at that. Kind of cool. So, and then go the other way if you want. Pretty rad, right? Anyway, we'll put that on the turntable. So this is the second. I think usually you can go, this is B for the Datsun truck, and this is B for the Nissan truck. Pretty nice design. When you're looking at these Datsun trucks, I don't know what year these would be. I don't know if it says there. But wheels, I love the fact that they're doing the steely wheels. I love the fact that they're doing this kind of, it's not a matte red, but it's very much an accurate, it's definitely an accurate color for this car. They use a lot, I mean, it almost seems like they might use like actual car paint for some of these things. All right, let's take a look at the Nissan car, Nissan model. So I think that the trucks themselves, I think the castings are probably very similar, but like I mentioned, there will be some differences in, you know, obviously the badging. And this one has a little grill up front, which looks really cool. Get it on the turntable. Yeah, there's like little fragile pieces like the bumper here and the roll cage, the roll bar. You could break them if you really wanted to break them, but they are well built enough. And you know, it's what's crazy about these brands like Tomica Limited Vintage is they're well built, but they will try so hard. You know, we talk about how hard it is to shrink these cars down. But they will try so hard to try and have everything at scale. So even the bumper is to scale, which makes it, you know, probably a little more fragile, but it's still pretty sturdy. You know, without trying to rough it up too much, I think you can, you can do some good stuff there. All right, you're dealing with some good stuff, what I should say. All right, let's stay in the off-road space because there's some kind of cool stuff here. There's two of the Mitsubishi Pajero mid-roof wide VR. So this one is number 206. This is of the Neo brand, number 206D. As a matter of fact, let's opening these boxes and not ripping them requires a little bit of skill here, or at least technique. And usually a box opener makes that work. So like some of these, it does have an additional piece that I think you can add. Yeah, that'd be side mirrors. That typically is how they do it. We're not going to do that. We're just going to have a look at the truck itself. I'll show it to you nice and up close. Wheels, always accurate. Interior colors, always accurate. Some of the details you can see as close as they can, considering this is 164. It's pretty insane how detailed these are. Well, this one does have the side mirrors on it, so I guess that would be an additional. Headlights always done really beautifully, detailed so well. This one, oh, this is so cool. Spare tire is always rubber. It's on the back, it's on the bottom, whatever. They always are doing that. Always doing it realistically. It's always funny when I do these videos, and one of the things is I always try and offer good information. But when you're dealing with a brand like Tomica Limited Vintage, the thing I can only do best is show them, because, you know, some of these cars I don't know a lot about. It definitely is the beginning of my education when I see some of these. Oh, wrong way. But it also, like, all I know is that these are high quality models. There we go. So occasionally, they usually will release these in pairs, but Tomica Limited Vintage has been doing more of these like diorama sets. And this one obviously does spark some interest. Sometimes I don't even open these diorama sets, only because they're somewhat complicated. Like the ladder and the camper here, they're cool, but I'm more focused on the model itself. So let's pull this out. Oh, this is so cool. You got the bumper guard up front. You've got all the details that the other model has. You've got right side, because it is Japan. I don't know if this comes off or not. Doesn't look like it, and I don't want to force it at all. Not bad. Not bad. I travel that way. I wouldn't mind it too much. All right, let's keep on going. We've got two Mazda RX-8 Type RS. Yep, two Type RS 2008. I think this is the, let's see, we have B and C. So there's an A version already released, and then I think there's another one that's been done. I have heard from some Tomica people that they are trying to do more in the US. Here's the model. It does have the side mirrors. I think this one has an opening hood. Yep, it does. A lot of times the bigger packages have some sort of feature. There's something special about them. It's not always just a feature. It's just maybe the details of the model or something like that. But that one obviously has the opening hood. Brake calipers are in there if you look close. And I'll get it on the turntable so you can see the whole extent. So nice to see the RX-8 getting some love. While that's on the turntable, I'll open up this other one. It's the same car. I think this one is in black. Yeah, I think we've seen now Tomica Limited Vintage, Hot Wheels, and Matchbox all do the RX-8. Here's the black one. Pretty much everything. Yeah, spoilers there. I don't know if there's any difference. Hold on. There, this one, maybe I didn't open up the other one totally wide, but that one shows a little bit more of the detail in the engine. Pretty much casted. They didn't do a lot of paint detail there. I don't know if they needed to. I didn't really show you those taillights. But look how, not only is there that outer plastic piece, but the signature, the mirrors here, or the lights, you know, they had the red part was on the inside. They had those clear lights on the back. And so Tomica Limited Vintage has been able to capture that, which is what they do. It's what you would expect if they're doing an RX-8, is that they would capture some of those signature pieces. All right, we can stay with these special models because there are actually 4, 2 in February, 2 in March, of the Nismo GTR. I think we have, okay, so we have the GTR T-Spec. I'll move these over here real quick. And then we have the Nismo GTR. I don't know which one came first, which month, but let's just go ahead and do it. Special edition 2024 model GTR Nismo. Obviously this one's going to be in red. There's a picture right there. I think this is, you know, they've done several generations, if not all generations of the current GTR. And these are special for sure. There's some art. Special edition 2024. I think we're coming to the end of the run of the GTR, right? Don't know what's going to replace it, if anything. Here it is in red. No opening parts in this one, but you do see the details, like a super detailed, like very fine spoiler. Carbon fiber details on the roof and hood. Obviously all the details in the headlights as well. I mean, they're all there. The detail is all there. And I'm sure there are brakes and brake calipers, although on those dark wheels it's really hard to see, but they're there. You can see them. Let's get it on the turntable. So red with the red trim. Oh, and it's got the blue exhaust tips. Oh, this is just great. These models are so great. And while that one's going, let's open up. Look at the, as it's turning around on the back too. I'll open up the silver one. 317C. Oh, the color on this one. Well, we'll get that red one all the way around. All the trim detail in the back is pretty amazing. Here's the art for the silver one. Looks like they took that red trim and moved it to the wheels. I don't know if the Nismo always had that. Maybe I'm just forgetting. Look at the color on that. Kind of a matte silver. That's amazing. And then I'll show you before we put on the turntable, that trim they've done on the back's amazing as well. Even the mirrors look good. Put on the turntable. Yeah, so look at this. Look at, I mean, well, we just take it like it's the color. It's the silver that they used on this one. When I say it, sometimes I think they use auto paint. That kind of seems like they do, does it not? I don't know. It's just kind of got that vibe. Okay. Oh, we're not done with the GTRs. Two more. T-Spec, white and gray. Let's do the gray first. 2024 Premium Edition T-Spec 2024 model. That looks more black, but, or like gunmetal, charcoal, whatever you want to call it. Check this out. All right. The first thing that I notice, black with gold rims, copper rims, that's pretty awesome, but they really stand out. There's your brake calipers. You can see those. Kind of a yellow color, I think, but these gold rims with the black model just looks so good. Obviously, this one doesn't have the Nismo trim. This is the special edition T-Spec. The color is so cool. And you know what? As we put this on the turntable, again, look at the spoiler. Look how well it's done. You can see the gap in the spoiler is minimal, but it's, you know, it's there. It's accurate. It's amazing the amount of detail that they can create with these cars, and it's why they are so, so expensive. All right, I was going to say black with gold rims or copper rims is one of my favorite combinations. The one combination I like better, white with gold or copper rims, and this one does not disappoint at all. Everything's there, same as the black one, except it's the white body with the copper color. I just love that combination. Here, I'll just show you before I put it on the turntable. See see how the spoiler, it's just a minimal gap, but it is there. Then you have the separate pieces for the taillights and everything. It's just special. No other way to put it than that these models are special. And I guess that's probably a little boring. Videos like this, I understand these will never get the Hot Wheels viewers, but or the Hot Wheels the amount of viewers that the Hot Wheels videos get, but they are for the, this is for the diehards. This is a true nerding out. And I do wish I could talk more about these cars, you know, but I learn on the fly. You guys know that. And I think you guys do too. There's someone will know something, and I am always happy when they share. This is the Lamborghini Countach 25th anniversary edition. So this is the classic Countach. Let's just see. Anyway, I do learn. I should just say that. But sometimes people go, "Oh, Lamley knows nothing." I don't. I learn as we go, and that's the fun. I kind of embrace that. So, and you guys do teach me a lot. Just don't be mean about it, because I'm okay not knowing stuff. It's great learning. All right, I'm just gonna got the car out of here. So the Lamborghinis and the Ferraris have this special kind of thicker cardboard packaging. And I don't know if that's a deal that, just Tomica wanted to do it differently, or if that was something that was a requirement. This model has all of these opening parts. My issue with this one, and we're going to see, is that many times the doors, as great as they are, don't, well, you know what? This is better. They don't really open and close and are flush. Now, you can see the gap there, and that's hard to accomplish, but or hard to avoid, but it's not as shifted as it used to be. That looks pretty good. So let's see the opening part here. Probably hard to see the engine, but it's detailed. You can see that. We'll close that. And then here's the scissor doors. How great is that? The silhouette without the spoiler is how I prefer a Countach, the classic Countach. Is that not as 80s as it gets? Boy, this is so much better than they've been. That's a beautiful model, and that silver is just gorgeous. What a great model. Wheels are fantastic. Oh my gosh, of everything that we've gone through, I think that Countach, surprisingly, I did not expect that. The Countach is what I like the best so far. Let's do one other, we'll get to that in a second. I got some small ones to get through here. One more special edition, and then that comes in twos, so we'll do that. This is the Honda ACTY Acti truck, or ACTY, I'm not totally sure which one, but this is obviously a Japanese key car. Similar to the Honda Tribute. What was that one? What's that called? That Hot Wheels did? The little key car that Hot Wheels did. They turned it into a super treasure hunt. I don't remember offhand, but obviously this one is rad. Now this should be a new casting. Yep, that's version A, 329A, because I don't remember one of these being done before. And as always, completely to scale. So we'll go ahead and have a look at that one. Perfectly to scale. Side mirrors, headlights, license plate, obviously this tiny little bed. And you can get a sense if you happen to be on the road and you were having one of the craziest days ever and you pulled up next to a GTR and a classic Countach pulled up next to that, and then a little Honda key car pulled up next to that, that would be the scale. That's exactly how they would look together. Because I'm asked this before, like, how would you collect Tomica Limited Vintage? I do think that you have to, like, if you're just way into a car and Tomica Limited Vintage makes it, you got to get it. Like if you're into Skylines and they do a Skyline, I just say, and whatever brand you're into. And if you're into like modified R32s, get the stock version that Tomica Limited Vintage does. But then along with that, and here's the second version. Oh, this is 338, so there's probably some difference here. Yeah, get an example or two of the cars that you love, especially if what you collect from other brands like Hot Wheels or Mini GT or something are like racing or modified versions. Come back to Tomica Limited Vintage and get the stock version. Oh yeah, this one has a different bed. That's why it's got a different than the other one. This more motorcycle flatbed, I guess, is the way you'd put it. But those are the two key cars. I don't gravitate to the diorama sets per se. Some I do, but a lot of them I don't. And I don't know, I guess it's just a matter of preference. All right, we've got two Toyota Sprinter wagons. These are like Corolla wagons, right? But they'll be called Sprinter wagons, Sprinter van and Sprinter wagon. So what's the difference? 34A and B. So one is going called the van and one is a wagon, but they're the same casting. I like this one with the police livery on it. Almost looks initial D, but that's police. And I was saying with collecting Tomica Limited Vintage, get the cars you like, for sure. But save some space and save a couple of dollars for models like this. Just plain factory cars that you see on the road. Notice there's nothing, I mean, there's probably people that love this Sprinter that I guess would be like the Corolla wagon, but there's nothing sexy about this car, right? It's just got the normal hubs on it. It's got, I don't know if they're even hubs, just normal wheels. Pretty basic car, basic color. There is no double takes happening with a car like this. It's just a functional street car from that you would see on the roads in Japan and in the United States for that matter, in other countries. And then you would have this very plain, almost like this to me would be like a parking meter car, right? But it's still really cool. So your checklist for Tomica Limited Vintage. Get the cool cars you like. Don't hesitate to get those. Get a few cop cars because they're just really cool, especially in the Japan livery. Get the classic race cars that they do. They don't do a ton of them, but when they do, like the 787B and the Super Silhouettes, there will be, and I feel like you can almost say you're stating fact, there will be no better version of like the Super Silhouettes. You know, if you're getting like the tributes that Mini GT do and stuff, that of the Liberty, or I'm sorry, the Liberty Walk tributes that Mini GT does and stuff, those are great, but get the real thing by Tomica Limited Vintage as a companion piece as well. All right, so here's a perfect example. Get your plain Corolla, get your cool GTR, get your cool Countach, get these cool, like, you know, off-roaded Mitsubishis, you know, the RX-8. Here's some cars that I think people would just get no matter what. Subaru Impreza WRX STI. This is 336 version A. 337 is the Spec C. So you're getting two here. What am I looking at the picture? I'm trying to see anything in the picture. Oh, the spoiler. See? Spoiler on the blue one, spoiler on the white one are different. Let's do the blue one first. There's your signature one. And yeah, this is, you know, Subaru fans are going to want this version for sure. So this is what you get, but then you get, like, you go find another plain Subaru. Oh, this is so cool. They've done the hatch, you know, that kind of like, was it a wagon? So this is brand new, and I think there'll be a lot of excitement about these. And I can't remember if this came out in February or March, to be honest. So maybe there already has been excitement. First off, this color just pops. It's exactly, okay, all right. Second off, okay, the color pops, the wheels pop. This is as good a Subaru blue as I've ever seen on a diecast car. That is not a surprise. Then the second thing, two-tone blue and black interior. Let's see if there's, yep, there's the brakes, the brake calipers. And then just the insane details in the front grille, the rear tail lights, the exhaust. You just look at this car, you know what it sounds like. It's, okay, the Countach was the biggest surprise, but that is the best model, is that Subaru. And let's look at the white one, because they're both pretty awesome. Opening these boxes can be a stressful activity, and I don't always succeed in keeping them totally intact, but whatever. You do what you do. Okay, this is rad too. This is quite the combination. So, same interior, the two-tone blue and black. You get, I think you've got the same grille. You get this little roof, is that like a roof intake on the white version? And then the spoilers obviously are different. Those are fabulous. Get the white one on the turntable. What cool models. Absolutely beautiful. One more, and it's the biggest one. As we always say, we go to scale, so we're going to move the camera back. We got a bus, a Isuzu Erga. This is 245i, and I think we get this like little piece here. So this is the, I don't even know what letter I is in the alphabet, but quite a few, right? And I actually, you guys can tell me if you want to see it, leave it in the comments. I want to bring out all the buses I have because it's quite a bit. And I don't know what I would say about them because I don't know. Let's see if this says. I mean, there's the livery on the bus. I don't know what it says about what, bus system, is it it appears to be a city bus. I don't know what city. Some of you might, oh, look at that. Okay, so this one comes, and I'm not doing it, but this one comes with additional pieces. So you can add this little, I don't know, is that for like aerodynamics or something to keep the bus, for fuel economy? That's what I'm assuming it is. Could be something else. So someone who knows what this piece is, it's in the picture. I'll have to figure that out. I don't know. I'll look it up, but I'm not putting them on because I like to keep everything intact. Let's open this up. I just love these city buses, and they're most fun to be, when you pull them out, they're most fun to be seen together with the other buses. So I'll show you just kind of top. You get this air system up top. You get, I'm not even going to put this on the turntable because it's too much. But check out all of these details from the front. Hanku Ibaraki, JR. You guys can tell me. You guys will tell me. Notice how they've made it look like it's, like a display. I'll show you the driver's side. That's nice and detailed. And then, of course, a little luggage rack. All the seats going all the way to the back. It's just beautiful. Just a beautiful, beautiful model. And I do need to pull out all of these buses because I got a few Isuzu Ergas. And then I've got a bunch of other ones too. Nostalgic and current. I don't know how current this one is. Oh, that's so cool. There you go. February and March mixes, releases, whatever you want to call it, of Tomica Limited Vintage from Japan Booster. There's Edith. I think she sees a friend coming by. There you go. There's a setup. Oh yeah, two friends. Just walking by. Edith likes to say hi. Or she likes to tell them how tough she is. And she'll calm down. You guys tell me what you think. Always love going through these. I know these videos, they're probably my driest, most step-by-step, dare I say, boring videos, but I think the content is good because these cars are awesome. You guys tell me what you think. Thanks, everybody. Bye.